reality is all about our perception, whether we have a positive mindset or a negative mindset. For example, when you start comparing yourselves to others, specifically about relationships or grades even, because we're in college, right? You want to be as successful as everybody else around you. You're not behind, you're on your own timeline. Right now, I'm 20 years old, and half my friends are getting married, they're in relationships, they're already having kids. They're having kids. Oh my God. But the thing is, I can't compare myself to them. My reality is completely different than theirs. Our next speaker is going to talk about the perception of reality. When you have a positive mindset, you have a positive outcome. You have a negative mindset, you have a negative outcome. You control the story. He is a global performer, an attention artist, a mentalist, and a hypnosis master trainer. He also has a hypno academy in Las Vegas. His name is Martin Castor Peterson.
I'm about to change your reality, either by getting you guys to connect with mine, or for me to get you guys to disconnect with yours. When I was 8 years old, I was at my school. There was an evening event. Some stage hypnotist was about to perform in front of everyone, and I was 8. And imagine an old gym, and people are still smoking. This is early 80s. And we were sitting there totally intense and waiting for this magical moment. And I saw this amazing guy perform on stage thinking, wow, that is something I want to do. Imagine altering people's ideas of reality right there in front of me. And still trying to figure out, how did he do that? What kind of secret touch did he do to hypnotize people? Because I was 8. I didn't understand the communication then. But what I did afterwards was kind of like, I'm going to change my life completely right now, being 8, and figuring out how to do it. So I thought, well, let's go to the library. Got my bike, rode all the way down there, and asked people there, so do you have any books on hypnosis? And they're like, yeah. And helped me find one, and I found the book on hypnosis. So totally eager and totally full of inspiration from that performance. I looked through the book. There was no pictures, no images, no nothing. No explanation of how to do the Star Trek squeeze on the shoulder or something like that to hypnotize people right there on the spot. So my whole idea of what I saw that evening got shattered. The reality from my moment, from my peak moment looking at that performance, totally got bashed away, just like that. And I was like, okay, so hypnosis is not real. And I spent the next 12 years by being totally anti-everything that was a little bit woo-woo and a little bit hypnotic or whatever. And but at some point, I actually suddenly got a gift certificate for a hypnosis session. I'm like, okay, this is not going to happen because I know there's no secret tricks to it. It's all make-believe. And being kind of like not the most optimal kind of client, I was lying there. Bad breath from the therapist. She was wearing all purple, as most people do in that business, I thought. And I could hear her stomach growl because apparently she was hungry. And there were so many things my brain tried to figure out, is this a way out? Can I escape this experience? And what happened was, one brief moment of clarity, I guess. I thought, well, who am I to just lie here and be so obnoxious, be arrogant in my own little world of reality? Why not just give in and see what happens? Because I'm in control. But everything I've done so far was me not being in control. I finally got it that very moment. And instantly, I had the most amazing experience with hypnosis. And everything I wanted to become way back when I was 8 kind of gave meaning right there on the spot. So I decided to travel the world, learn from the best, spend all my money, sold my business, and got to learn from the best in the world. So I changed my reality there for a brief moment, but the outcome, I'm going to tell you more about that. So you're all in charge of your reality. So which kind of reality are you connecting with right now? Other people's ideas of your reality? Your own idea? Or are you focusing on the stuff that you do not want to become? Reality is not real unless it's a thought, a feeling, or emotion. And I know our brains are designed to be a little bit negative because it's all survival mode, because we're all Neanderthals way, way back, and we still are. So every time we look at a challenge, it's either, can I survive this? Or can I conquer this? Or can I be killed by this? It's basically still what's going on, isn't it? So question is, what would happen if you guys were way better at thinking positive, manifestation, of good outcomes, of dreams and successes? Wouldn't that be awesome? Well, think about it already right now. That when you have a bright idea, a cool thing, something positive, your brain is actually throwing endorphins and dopamine within your body, and you feel happier. It's not a matter of minutes or hours or days, it's seconds. But you could choose actually just to sit there and think about everything as, oh, this is not going to go very well, or at least I try. It's not about trying. You know what Yoda said, right? There is no try. There's do or do not, right? That was my best Yoda impression anyway. So I want you to think about something right now, something that you do every single day. Think about that you want to be better at. Just think about that for a brief moment. Something you want to be better at. I want you guys to share that with me just a little bit. So, anyone, can you think about anything you want to be better at, something you want to change? Just raise your hands. Anyone. There's one.
Singing.
Sorry?
Singing.
Singing?
Yeah.
Awesome. Why singing? Well, do you think you're not good at it, and that's why it's your reality, or is you actually good at it, but you want to be better? Like that. Like that?
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, there you go. And your name is? Joe. This is going to be awesome, Joe. So, I'm pretty sure you have a moment in time where you felt like, oh, this is going pretty well. My singing is absolutely awesome. And then there's moments where you think like, oh, this could be way better, correct? Okay. So here's a way you can actually change things and realities and ideas already. So I want to give you guys a little assignment, a little job to do right now. I want you all to focus on a specific thing that is a challenge or a problem within your daily life. Could be anything, really. Just think about that right now. When you got it, just raise your hand so I can see everybody's participating. This is interactive, it's called. It's awesome, right? Oh, you got one already, yeah? Anyone else? Yeah? Okay. So think about that and just take your weakest hand and imagine that you hold your problem within the weakest hand you have right now. Just play with that idea for a moment, okay? And while you're doing that, just leave it in the weakest hand. That seems kind of like the right hand to choose right now. And then think about a peak moment. A moment in time where maybe you were a child or a teen or something like that, where you had the most awesome time of your life, with no concern whatsoever about what's going to happen tomorrow. No concern about what do other people think about me right now. You just felt awesome. The strongest ever. Powerful. On top of your game. Nothing is impossible right now. That kind of moment. Just nod your head when you know when that moment is. And just connect with it right now. Totally connect with it. Close your eyes for a little bit. Connect with it totally. And allow yourself to feel how it felt back then. Feel that now. Allow yourself to think how it felt to be thinking like that way back. But do it now. Allow yourself to recognize the change within your body right now, thinking about that moment, totally forgetting about it until this very moment, that was a pretty awesome moment. You might even be a little bit surprised about the moment you chose because your brain is playing tricks on you right now. And everything that was part of that moment is part of you right now, still is, ever was. So what I want you to do right now is take that weak hand with that teeny tiny problem and imagine you're throwing it in right in there in that peak moment, and it kind of just disappears. Just do that right now. Just throw it in there and see how it disappears in the mixture of feeling great and awesome. And try to connect, really try. Try to connect with that old problem and see what happens. Something's changed. Because the neural networks within your brain has changed already. Because the triggers that used to bring it up has now changed to something different. And you can't feel happy and positive about something and then at the same time feel negative about something else. It's not a question about it's either this or that. Most people think that. It's either this or that. No. Wrong. False. It's either this or not this. Because if it's either this or not this, that means not this is everything else. This or that is either this teeny tiny problem or that teeny tiny problem. And then there's still everything else. Think about that. I want you once more to share something with me. The peak moments. You're pretty fast at raising your hand there. So, where was your peak moment?
Spent a weekend camping with my boyfriend.
So camping, is that it? Where were you camping? Poconos? Was it awesome?
Oh, yeah.
How old were you? You said boyfriend, so you know what happens in the woods, yeah? But again, I want you guys to really understand the thing that if you want to change something, if you want to disconnect with what was, that was a problem, and you want to connect with what is and might be a success, first of all, you need to allow yourself to change. Keep that in mind. You need to allow yourself. You're responsible for your life. Nobody else is. And you need to know what to change. So allow yourself and what to change. Third, how to change. Okay? Because if you know all three of those and you do it on a daily basis, you can change your life instantly, fast, in the most powerful way. It's not seeking opportunity, it's living it. Because if you can dream it, you already know how to feel it. And if you know how to feel it, it's part of you. Could you possibly dream about something that is not part of your reality? Could you? It's impossible. If it does not exist within your mind, it does not exist. So if you can think about it, it's right there. Don't aim for success or chase it. Become it because it's right here. Connect with that because that is powerful. And you know, reality and the brain is really not the best friends, really, because the brain does not know the difference between experience, imagination, and whatever pops up right there in front of you. It does not know the difference. So if you can imagine it, why not? Instead of keep track of all your experiences, everything you've ever done, because that is the past, it's done. Last thing before I really change your reality. Are you all up for that? You do not know what it is, so I'm pretty positive that while you're still smiling, because you do not know what's going to happen, it's interesting, isn't it? Because while I've been doing this, the question is, what is really real? Is everything I said right now, is that real? Is that part of your reality? Did you connect with me? Did you disconnect with me? And I want to prove that the mind is way stronger than you think it is. So anyone in the first couple of rows, I want a 4-digit number. Could be anything, really. 4-digit number. Who can think of a 4-digit number? Randomly. Okay, you can. 4455. Okay. Why 4455? What's your name?
Kristen.
Kristen? So it's not your cell pin or your bank account or whatever, is it? It's really just that? It just came? Okay. So what's really interesting about that is you said that randomly, didn't you? I didn't prepare you beforehand. I didn't tell you what to do, anything like that. You just thought that up, didn't you? And camping just came to you, didn't it? And the change, the singing, you didn't expect that question, did you? Interesting. So what we're going to do right now is actually, we're going to take this because I prepared something for you guys. And it's going to be real awesome. So really what's going to happen is, if I just show you guys, just to make sure that what we got is, first word is singing, second one is camping, and we got the 4455. And you might be wondering, what am I doing with this scissor right now? Well, this envelope has been up here the whole time, correct? It's sealed. I made sure it's sealed. So what we're going to do is actually just cut it open, just like that. And inside, I have something amazing for you guys that might blow your mind. Because we got singing, camping, and 4455. The two words are singing, camping, and 4455. So question is, did I just mess with your mind? Did I predict the future? Did I change your minds on the go? What happened? What is real? And you see, that boy that wanted to travel the world and just become that stage performer, that is me. Right now, I went beyond that. Performed in 17 countries. Get to lecture the world and share my inspiration of change and reality. How to connect with what's really you. So think about that. What do you want to change? And what's real to you after this very moment? Thank you. I'm the amazing Dane, Martin Castor and I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. Just click the button right here and you will get all the information and videos every time I post something new. And also hook me up on Facebook or Instagram. And besides that, check out some of my other videos right there. Just click the button and you will get pushed to the next one. And I hope you will enjoy it.